Today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a full stack SaaS application using AI. And you know what the best part is? You can literally go ahead and add a backend with authentication and database and subscription payment using Stripe in a single click. Yes, you heard that correct. And without wasting further ado, let's jump straight in. All right. So this right here is databutton.com, and this is the AI coding tool or the platform that we will use today to create our full stack application. So obviously the first thing that you gotta do is to click the first link in the description below and go ahead and sign up for a new account. So a couple of days back, the team went ahead and launched a new feature called as templates within Databutton. And to access the same, all you gotta do is to click on this templates option or head over to databutton.com/templates. And now the cool thing about templates is that you can actually go ahead and fast track your application development process. So as you can see here, we already have a template called as professional software as a service template. And as you can see, it already has both Firebase and Stripe pre-configured for you. So all you gotta do is to click on this use template option, drop in your API keys, and even without using a single credit, you already have the initial foundation of your SaaS application built. Okay, so you have payment and backend implemented, and then you can go ahead and start implementing your core business logic and take it up from there. And to quickly get started, all you gotta do is to click on this use template option right here. And now as you can see, we went ahead and opened the SaaS template in Databutton, and this is where the real magic happens. So if you move over to this plan section right here, as you can see, we already have two to-do items here. The first is to configure Firebase and the second is to configure Stripe. Okay, and now the first thing that we'll do is to go ahead and implement a real backend with authentication. So obviously we need to configure Firebase. So I can go ahead and click on this option that says start task, and let's go ahead and implement Firebase first. All right, so the first thing that I gotta do is to click on this Firebase console option and open Firebase console in a new tab. And I'll click on this create a project option and give my project a name. So I'll go ahead and say OCR app, and I can click on the continue button. Disable this for now, click on continue, disable, create project. And now let's wait for it to spin up the project. As you can see, our Firebase project is now ready. So I can click on this continue button. And now if I head over to Databutton, it says click on the Firebase. Okay, input your, all right. So the next thing that you gotta do is to head over to your Firebase console and click on this option, the web option, and you gotta register an app. So I can go ahead and give it a name and click on register app option, and then copy this Firebase config object from here. Right click, copy, and continue to console. And I'll head back to Databutton and I'll click on this option that says Firebase, and I'll paste that in here, and I can click on save new config option. And next up, you need to head back to Firebase and then click on this build option, then authentication, and then you gotta enable authentication. So click on get started, click on email and password, enable the same, click on save. Then I'll also go ahead and add Google, enable, select the email, click on save. And now once that's done, I gotta go to the settings right here, click on authorize domains, head back to Databutton. Okay, as you can see, Firebase is now successfully implemented. But before that, I need to add databutton.com. I'll copy this one from here, click on add domain and paste it. Next up, we also need to get our deployment address, but for that we need to deploy our app. So I'll go ahead and click on this deploy option and click on deploy app. Okay, oh, I actually forgot to change the URL, but that's okay. You can go ahead and copy the URL from here, click on add domain, paste it in here, click on add. And as you can see, we went ahead and added astro.databutton.app and databutton.com. Now that should be it. And next up, we'll also enable Firestore for database. So I'll come over to Firestore database and then click on the option that says create database. Okay, click on next, create, or maybe you could actually start in test mode so that these policies will be much more relaxed. But in which ways, let's just go ahead and create a database also. Okay. Now, the cool thing is we have already implemented both authentication and a real database for our app. And now I can go ahead and say, I have added the config and hit enter. All right, so pretty much everything looks good. So I can go ahead and say, move to the next task and hit enter. And the next task is to implement Stripe. So now the AI will go ahead and take this particular task and put it in the completed section. So click on mark as done. And now it will be moved over to this done section, as you can see. And next it will take the Stripe API implementation part and put it in the in progress section. Alright, so Databutton is giving us all the instruction as to what we want to do. So first of all, we need to head over to our Stripe dashboard. So if you don't already have a Stripe account, just head over to stripe.com and sign up for a new account and log into your account. So here I am there in my Stripe dashboard. Next up, I need to go ahead and search for create pricing table in the search bar. Okay, so I can search for it in here and select on this option, product catalog, create a pricing table. Then create a new pricing table for your subscription option. Okay, when setting up the pricing table, set the confirmation page to redirect back to your app's dashboard. You can find that in here. So I'll copy that one and now head back to Stripe, and I'll go ahead and add two products or two plans for now. Click on add another product. So I've already created both of these products. So if you want to add a new product, I'll show you that in a bit. But for now, this looks good. And okay, I can click on continue. Next up, I gotta click on this option and put my app dashboard URL, which is this. Copy the same and do the same in the other plan. Click on continue. Okay, allow customers to change products. Click on finish. Next up, I need to add the Stripe API keys as secret. So for that, I need to head back to home, and then you can find your API keys in here. So here we have the publishable key and the secret key. First up, I'll copy the publishable key and then click on settings, then go to secrets and click on this option, click on edit, paste the key, save it. Next up, I need to get the secret. I'll go ahead and copy the secret key, head back, paste it in here, click on save. Next up, I need to grab my pricing table ID, and for that I can head back to product catalog, click on pricing tables, select the pricing table that you created just now, and you gotta copy the ID from this one. So as you can see here, you can find the pricing table ID. So I'll go ahead and copy the ID, head back and paste it in here, edit, paste and save. Next up, you also gotta get this webhook secret and paste it in here as well. And for that, you can head back to Stripe, click on developers, click on webhooks, and then click on add destination. Go ahead and type checkout, and then you gotta enable this option, checkout.session.completed. Click on continue, click on webhook endpoint, click on continue, and now you gotta put your endpoint URL in here. And for that, head back to Databutton. And here you gotta get your webhook URL, and for that you can find it in the production tab. So I can click on production, and this right here is my API prefix, so I can copy it, and then all I gotta do is to add /webhook and I should be good to go. So I'll paste it in here, /webhook. Okay, looks good, and I can click on the create destination option. What next? So if I scroll down, next up I need to copy the sign-in secret and paste it in here. So here, as you can see, if you click on this reveal option, you will find the signing secret, and I'll copy the same, head back to Databutton, and now head back to secrets and edit the webhook secret, paste the signing secret and click on save. Okay, so pretty much everything looks good to me. Now I can go ahead and say I have added all the secrets and hit enter. Now it is asking, have you completed the other step, that is creating a pricing table in Stripe with confirmation, setting up webhook, everything is done. So I can go ahead and say everything is done and hit enter. And before that, if you don't know how to create all these plans and pricing, or let's say you don't know how to create a product, all you gotta do is to log into your Stripe account and click on this option that says product catalog, and then click on create product, and you can go ahead and enter the whatever product name. For example, let's say you have a couple of plans within your product. Let's say in my case, I have Pro and Pro Plus. So let's say you have a plan named as Ultra. So you can add this in here, add a description, optionally an image, and you can enter the amount in here. So let's say you want to charge $50 per month for this plan, select the billing period. And if you click on this add product option, the same will, okay, click on exit. The same will get reflected in here. So that is how you can create a plan, or let's say a product within Stripe. And now I can mark it as completed. And by now we have completely implemented authentication, database, and payments using Stripe. And next up, we can go ahead and start implementing the actual business logic or the core functionality of our app. So I'll head back to preview section. And right now, pretty much everything looks the same. But for now, I'll go ahead and say, okay, even before that, what exactly am I trying to build? You ask, well, Today, I'm trying to create a OCR app or a SaaS product where people can go ahead and upload, let's say, an image with some text in it. And after they upload the image and click on the process button, they should be able to copy the text or let's say download the TXT file. For example, the user could go ahead and upload an image of a book page, something like this with some text in it. And now our website will process the image and give the text as a copyable or let's say editable text to the user. So basically that's the kind of application that we're trying to develop. And now the reason I'm building such kind of a website is that I went ahead and simply searched for OCR app online, and this website right here gets more than 2 million visits per month. Okay, so you have multiple different opportunities for monetization. And now this writer is a website that is actually making money. So that's the reason why I'm building a OCR website today. So I'll go ahead and paste this prompt right here. So it says, I want to build a SaaS where users can upload an image with some text like a newspaper cutting or a book page, etc. And the application should process the image using OCR to extract the text, and users can copy the text or download the TXT file. So this is the initial prompt that I'll give, and I can go ahead and click on the enter button. So let's wait. Alright, so the AI is telling me it will create a user-friendly upload interface, implement OCR backend processing, display the results, implement file storage, subscription. Okay, so does this approach align with your vision? Before I create these tasks, I like to ask, do you have a preference for which OCR technology to use? Are there any specific limitations you want to implement? I want to use Tesseract for processing, and then I'll say free users gets 3 conversions, pro users gets 5 conversions, and pro plus users get let's say 100 conversions. So these are basically the plans that we have within our Stripe account. And now I'll go ahead and hit enter. Alright, so everything looks good. So I can click on yes, create task option. And now if I move over to this plan section right here, I should find create image upload interface with subscription tracking. And I'll create the other task as well, the third one. Okay, that should be it. Now let's just begin with the task number 3. So I'll go ahead and say yes. And now the AI will go ahead and create image upload interface with subscription tracking. So let's wait for it to complete. So as you can see, task number 3 is in progress. So let's give some time for the AI to build the same. Alright, so seems like the AI is done implementing the upload interface. So I'll go ahead and click on this deploy app option. And before that, we haven't actually tested the authentication part and also did not really change the stock landing page that we have right now. So I'll go ahead and test it out and also add a new task to update our landing page. So first up, let's just go ahead and try to deploy it. Alright, so the deployment is now complete. So next up, I'll go ahead and open my website, and this writer or the landing page that we have now is the default landing page that comes with the template that we used. But first, let's just go ahead and try to see if the authentication part of our app is working. So I can click on this option right here. Okay, and let's say click on the sign up button. So this writer is the sign up page, and to be honest, it actually looks sick. First up, we'll go ahead and try to sign up with Google. I'll click on this option and select an email account. Click continue. Okay, and now we are instantly redirected to our dashboard. And wow, look at the UI. And to be honest, this UI looks super sleek. And hopefully we should have our upload interface ready. So I can click on this upload image option. And now it should take us to the upload page where we can go ahead and drag and drop the image or click to select the image. Okay, so that part is now complete. So next up, I'll go ahead and ask the AI, okay, mark it as completed. And next up, I'll go ahead and add a new task to create an updated landing page for our website. So I'll go ahead and say, okay, I'll first mark it as completed. Add a new task to create a sleek looking landing page for our app by replacing the current one, and I'll hit enter. So basically I want to revamp the landing page. This right here is our landing page for now, and I want to replace it. So I'll click on yes, create task. And before proceeding further to implementing the OCR implementation, I'll first go ahead and start and create a landing page. So I'll go ahead and click on this play button to start the task. And now it is now working on creating a modern looking landing page, and I'll see you after it's done. Alright, so the AI has went ahead and updated the landing page for our site, and okay, so this is how it looks like for now. extract text from any image, and we have this navigation bar in here, a menu, a full size drop down menu. We have a couple of these cards, informations. All right. So the actual landing page of our website looks good. And here even we have this plan section, and the AI has actually used the pricing table that we created in Stripe. And as you can see here, we have $10 and $50 per month. Now let's just say I want to subscribe to the $10 per month or the pro plan. And as you can see, I'm already logged in. So here I can access the dashboard. But for now, let me click on this subscribe button and let's try to subscribe to the pro plan. Let's see. And now I gotta enter my email address in here. And I can go ahead and put the test card informations in here. CVV, card name, and now I can click on the subscribe button. Now the subscription should get completed, and I should get access to the pro plan, and I should be able to sort of convert images or extract text from the image. So let's wait for it to complete. So it says processing. So payment using Stripe is implemented and is working as expected. Alright, so now after the payment is completed, I'm automatically redirected back to the dashboard, and as you can see, it says active subscription, plan is pro and status is active, and now payment using Stripe is now working. And now if I head over to my Stripe dashboard and click on transactions, I should find the newly done transaction. So as you can see here, we have it, the $10 pro plan purchase transaction, and it is working. Okay, so basically Stripe implementation is working, authentication using Firebase is working. And next up, let's just go ahead and try to implement OCR processing. But before that, I will mark this one as completed just like that. And next up, let's just go ahead and try to implement the Tesseract OCR backend processing. And I've already started the process. So as you can see, it says, thought for a moment, implementing Tesseract OCR backend processing and all that. So it is starting by installing all the necessary packages. And after that's done, the user should be able to go ahead and upload an image and extract the textual content and copy it or download it. So let's wait for it to complete coding the same. Alright, so now the OCR processing feature is now implemented, and now I can go ahead and upload an image, extract the text and copy it, or even download it as a TXT file. So let's quickly go ahead and test it out. So I'll go ahead and click on this option that says upload image. And now it should open this file uploading interface. And as you can see, my plan is now pro and I have 5 uploads remaining. Maximum file size is 10 MB, and I can drag and drop the image in here or click to select. So let me quickly go ahead and select a sample image, this one right here, and I can click on open. And now as you can see, this right here is the image that we are trying to convert or extract text from. And I'll go ahead and click on this upload image option. And now as you can see, it says processing. So uploading 90%, 100%, and let's wait. Oh, there you have it. So the website has went ahead and extracted the text, and I can find it in here. And if I click on this download.txt file, I should be able to download it, and there you have it. Okay, and for reference, let me quickly open the actual image that we uploaded. Alright, so this right here is the actual image that we uploaded, and this is what we got. And as you can see, rabbit hole, burning with curiosity, she ran across the field. Alright, so pretty much everything feels and looks good to me. Alright, so the core functionality of our app is now fully working. So we have went ahead and implemented payment using Stripe, authentication using Firebase. Then we went ahead and implemented the functionality of, or let's say the image uploader, then the backend processing. And again, this right here is the interface of Databutton. And if you want to view all the files within your project, you can find it in here. And if you want to, let's say, deploy your app, you can go ahead and click on this button that says deploy and click on this deploy app option and deploy your app. And again, if you come over to the settings right here, and if you go to production, you should be able to add a custom domain. So if you have already registered a custom domain, you can go ahead and paste it in here, select the DNS provider, send the request, and go ahead and configure a custom domain. So basically you can go ahead and use a custom domain of your choice for the app that you developed using Databutton. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you in this video. So you can go ahead and start using Databutton templates to quickly create a SaaS project with authentication databases taken care of by Firebase and payments taken care of by Stripe. The best part is that you can quickly get started, and all you gotta do is to drop your API keys and everything else will be taken care of by the AI. Alright, so as you saw, this is how simple it is to create a full stack SaaS application using Databutton AI. And all thanks to the newly introduced template section, you can kickstart or let's say fast track your application development process and implement Stripe for payment and a real backend using Firebase in a single click. all you gotta do is to drop in your API keys and you have a full-fledged backend system and also payment setup implemented. And after that, you can go ahead and start implementing your core business logic or whatever stuff that you want to build. So far we went ahead and implemented the OCR processing and all that kind of feature. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and implement even more features, change anything on the landing page and do a whole bunch of cool stuff. So if you want to check out Databutton, just go ahead and click the first link in the description below, sign up for a new account, and you can too start building SaaS applications using AI. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If yes, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.